This is part 4 of my series on going inside and learning about my parts. And I'm doing it as a demo of internal family systems so that you can maybe learn about your parts. And I'm doing this around the idea or this event that I'm having where I live in an 1875 Italian Victorian home, and we're on a historic home tour in a couple weeks. And I got a lot of parts that are activated about it. In part 1 and 2 and 3, I went through the different parts mapping, and then we dug into the perfectionist part. And now we're going to talk about what all these parts are protecting, because this is where you really heal. Here we go. Just as a little review, these are the different parts on my parts map that are all activated. Like I said, go back and watch the previous parts of the series if you want to learn more. But we just let the perfectionist release all the things that she was holding onto. And now she's relaxed. She's feeling safe and calm. When we stay in self-energy, remember we feel that when we're curious, calm, connected, compassionate. When we feel those things, we know we're in self-energy, and then we can continue to work with this part, because now this part trusts the self. It's been listened to, it's been heard, and it's released what it's the burden it's been carrying. So now we can ask this part, hey, perfection, who are you protecting? And this is where the exile comes in. Let's just put out here. There is an exile part of us that has been shoved away, that has been made to live underneath the steps. Mine live underneath a table or in a bed or in a closet. These are little parts of us. These are typically much younger parts. They aren't always, but much younger parts that are scared and sad and feel shame. They have such big feelings that these other protector parts push them away. Get out of here. We'll take over. You just go hide. We won't have to feel all the things that these exiles feel. This perfection part, when I ask them, I'm going to go back to self. Self asks, who are you protecting? This protector part, the perfectionist says, because remember, it's lived in the past. I'm protecting 13-year-old Megan. 13-year-old Megan would get in trouble. She would flood the whole system with being sad and scared. We couldn't get anything done. So I just started to learn that if we were perfect, we wouldn't feel all these feelings. So I'm protecting 13-year-old Megan. Self has to get permission from these parts to talk to this exile, because they're protecting it. They're like their armor. Self asks perfection part, can we talk to this exile? Well, yeah, sure. Because now this protector part, this perfection, trusts us that we're going to listen to this part too. Sure, you can talk to it. Now comes in the exile. And when I think of exiles, they typically look like my school picture, because that's what I remember. I don't necessarily always remember what I look like, or maybe I'll have a piece of clothing on that I remember that I loved. But my exile now comes and sits next to self. And it says, thank you so much for finding me. I have been hiding for so long. Why have you been hiding? Because everybody pushes me away when I feel sad. What do you feel sad about? I feel sad that we have to be perfect. Can't we just be who we are? Why do we have to be perfect? There isn't even a perfect. That doesn't even make any sense. You're right. It doesn't make any sense. But sometimes parts of us feel safer if we push ourselves to be perfect. But I can't be perfect. I'm only 13. I don't know how to do anything. That's true. I know how to do stuff at 13, but it is overwhelming, right? Absolutely. I just get so overwhelmed when we have to do it perfect. When mom and dad want us to do it perfect, then I get really sad, and then I feel ashamed that I'm not good. I'm a bad person because I can't be perfect. So you feel ashamed? Yeah, I feel ashamed. You feel ashamed that you're not perfect and that you don't have everything just right? Yeah. Well, how old are you? I'm 13. What's going on in your life? Well, I just have so much. I'm in school and it's hard. I'm fat and it feels like sometimes nobody likes me. And so is it just because I'm not perfect? So I get really overwhelmed and I get really sad. I bet. That's a lot. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I'm so sorry that these things have happened to you. Thank you. What can I do to help you make you feel safe? Well, I don't know. Do you want me to take you out of the closet? Out from under the table? That would be great. Take your hand. Let's come out. Thank you. That feels better. The sunshine feels good on my face. This feels so good. I'm so glad we could come and get you. What else do you need from me? I just need a hug. Can you just hold my hand? Of course I can hold your hand. Okay. Is there anything that you want to not have to hold on to anymore? I just want to be able to let go of the idea that I'm not a good person if I'm not perfect. That's a great thing to let go of. Because now we know it's not true, right? No, it's not true. I'm just good because I'm here. Absolutely. That's very true. I think that would be good to let go of that. How do you want to release that? Do you want to bury it? Do you want to burn it? Do you want to release it to the wind? Drown? What do you want to do? I just want to release it to the wind. Okay. Let's take that out. That burden that you've been carrying as a little kid, let's just release it to the wind. There it goes. It's like a butterfly. Go, get out of me. I don't want to feel that way anymore. I'm not a good person if I'm not perfect. No one will love us. Oh, right, that's amazing. Good job. Holy moly, I feel so much better. I'm so glad you feel better. You're so important to us and we love you so much. All of our parts love you so much. Then how come they push me away? They're trying to keep you safe. And this is the only way they know how to do it. Each one of them only knows how to do it in their way. Oh. So, what can we tell our parts now from little Megan, exile? What can we tell all the rest of the parts? Self is here. So I don't have to do that. We have something that can help us. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. And now this exile part, you don't ever have to hide again. You can stay. If you need me, you can call on me anytime. Okay, I'll come and I'll hold your hand. We'll get through it together. How does that sound? Well, that sounds amazing. I'm going to go and read Little House on the Prairie. That sounds good. You know where I am if you need me. All right, thanks. And that is where the healing happens. When we take those burdens off of those exiles, off of our protector parts and off of our exiles, and we release them. And then another step that's really important is to integrate that exile into the system. So where do you want to live? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do once it's been healed? Isn't that amazing? And literally, I can feel in my body better. Okay, I know this is a long one, but this is where the magic happens. So hopefully you've made it through. I'm going to do one more part where I kind of wrap it up and talk about how this works.